Welcome, Warriors. We are at Vigor Warriors 2, back with another episode, and we're dedicated in this channel for your betterment, to make you the best person you can be, and to give you any kind of ideas, tools that can do that over a period of time. I'm here to kind of provide information that I can provide. I will, as technology gets better and things like that better over time, you'll provide more information on different things that are important, and try to give you statistics, and once again try to give you some sort of references and ideas. I'm planning to do book reviews, even kind of demonstrate exercises, different things like that as time goes on, that can kind of help, especially people who are in my age group, 60 and above. I think that there's no reason why you can't, as long as God willing, all those type of things, to live to a long, long, happy life. I know people in their hundreds who follow a lot of these type of principles and continue to be strong. There's a great video of a person 95 years old who continues moving along. Now, for you young people, this is great to start habit-wise, and start younger. Start anytime you can, and you're going to be successful as time goes on, and you'll have a lot of years of prosperity, health, and wisdom to share it with others. Once again, for the women in the audience who are listening, thank you so much. I think that once again, I appreciate any comments you can make. I've had a couple good comments about things. I think that everybody wants to have a strong male, and females want that as well. They don't want to have somebody who is desperate and weak mentally and weak physically. So I think you have to continue to recognize that, and that's why I think it's important for males and females to follow a lot of these type of things to become stronger themselves. All right. So once again, thank you for all the subscriptions, likes, comments. There's also a donate button. I'm here really to kind of provide information. So anything that you can comment on that can help with that is great. One of the comments that I wanted to talk about was a person talking about a lot of energy. And so I'm titling this one that Dominant Power. So you have a lot of dominant power. And before I do that, go ahead and subscribe and like and comment. Dominant power is something that we have within us. We were born with dominant power. And as a male, you're born with a lot of power because of the seed of the things, the energy you have inside of you. You were born that way. And there's a reason why you have to let go of the energy to have children, to be able to kind of give someone else that ability to have a child because of the energy you have. So that shows you how powerful you are. You can just see that. If you're able to create a child based on your energy, then just imagine if that energy is inside of you, and building and kind of using it in a positive way and transmuting it, as we talked about before. That power becomes awesome. And you become a dominant person. Now people see you and they recognize your dominance. Females will be attracted to that, and males will respect that. Now, they're going to have some males who don't respect that, and they're going to, they're going to be jealous, upset. You're going to have to deal with that. You're going to deal with people sometimes rejecting you because the power and strength is too much. One time I had a situation where a young person was in front of me, and they just could not handle the energy. It was almost like they were just, they couldn't react, they couldn't respond. And it was just something you saw, and you see it non-verbally, and you recognize what's really happening, and you try to be empathetic, and you try to understand it. But the thing is that your energy is so strong that it overtakes the person. And a lot of people like that feeling. They like that strong. But using it responsibly, almost like Spider-Man said in the movies, right? With great power comes great responsibility. You have to be able to learn to use your energy in a way that's going to help other people and help you achieve the goals you're trying to achieve. And that's still the key to the power. But remember, you have the power. Don't waste your power. Now, the comment was talking about, that they're going, nonstop. They have so much energy. They're not sleeping, and they're having trouble, really kind of, resting and sleeping. And I get it. I was up 5 o'clock this morning. I don't sleep very long. And I'm 461 days or whatever I'm at right now. That happens. That's going to happen, my friends. That's something you can't avoid. It's almost like the water in a dam that's building up and building up. You're building more strength. Every day that you hold and retain your energy, the stronger you're going to get. Now, only, however, if you're able to transmute that into other things. And so I think I suggested to just, whether it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, get up, do something, read, exercise. You got to use that energy in a way where you're moving it. You're moving. Remember, you can't destroy it. It's got to move. Matter, energy can't be destroyed. It's back to our law of physics. The idea is that it's going to transfer. So as you're working out, you're transferring that to somewhere where it's just sitting there into something constructive, like building muscle. Or you're building, you're building goals. You're building things that are things your body can go ahead and do. And so out doing those type of things makes you a stronger person. And when you do that, your power becomes more dominant. People see that, and so they can sense that. But the thing is, it's almost like a wild horse running in the fields. Somehow you have to kind of tame it. And I think the biggest challenge, and probably one of the dangers, if you want to call it that, I don't call it that, of retention, is the fact that you have so much energy that you eventually just get drained out yourself, and you can't do that. But the way to avoid that is to actually go ahead and transmute that into things. Have goals set up, have things you're doing that's going to be nonstop. So I don't care if it's 2 in the morning, I'll get up and do some work. I'll read. I'll exercise if I haven't done a lot of it during the day. So find things constructive, because the last thing you want to do is get up, and a lot of people are more susceptible 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, susceptible to losing their energy. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, because that gives you a chance then to concentrate on things that are useless. And guys, I can say this now at 60, this is not how I felt for many years, but the idea was that those thoughts are useless and wasteless. Why are you thinking about those things even at 3 o'clock in the morning? That's why you have to kind of keep yourself busy. One of the ways to reduce worry is the same thing. People that worry so much is because they're concentrating too much on what they don't want. And so they draw it into themselves, almost attract it to themselves. So as you're looking at things, you have to make sure that as you're on your journey, that you're basically going ahead and finding things to do that are part of your goals, part of what you need to do. I don't care if you're out there working on a hobby. I have a model train set I work on upstairs in the attic. I work out. I have a comic book collection. I have electric football men. I go back to the old days, guys. I have a lot of stuff there from the old days. And I always keep my hobbies going. I like to garden in the yard. I like to do different things. I have pets. All these things are important. And obviously my wife and family and kids, doing things with them. Those things are important because it keeps your mind away. Temptations around us. The computer's got all kinds of temptations. People walking around, they walk around now and they look like they're going to draw your energy. They want your energy, right? They're looking at you a certain way. They're wearing certain types of clothes. All those things can draw you in, and you have to be careful of that. With that dominant power, people see that. It's almost like when you're seeing a hurricane or a storm. Even though people are kind of nervous and scared about it, they want to see it. They want to see it. It's because it's so powerful. And you are becoming very powerful. But with that power comes that great responsibility. And so you need to kind of think about that. Don't use it in negative ways, because sooner or later you're going to end up losing that energy. And we see this a lot. And I think I had another comment of someone who was talking about a person they ran into, and she was very, you could see it right through her eyes. It's almost like that you could tell her whole story by the way when you're looking at her. And you can see people, guys, who are dead. They don't recognize it because they're just caught in the cycle. And once again, I would have empathy for people because I've been through a lot of those type of things, and I understand when you see people like that. But just don't allow them to suck you in. Realize it. Have empathy. Be kind. But don't sit there and let them allow you taking your time or energy up when you have other things to do. So here again, use your dominant power. You have that. That's something that you're blessed with, you're given. Don't lose that energy unless you want to have a child, in my opinion. Don't lose that energy because you're giving in to someone else, and you're losing energy for no reason. Now, certainly, if you're married, if you're a wife, or you have you want to have kids, that's a whole different matter, right? But even in those type of situations, remember, you're giving up your energy, and you want to continue building that until the day you pass away, right? You want to continue building that energy, because that's what makes you who you are. And that's why it's a very rare person who understands this, and a very rare person who can actually accomplish it. And so I feel very lucky that at 60 that I'm finally understanding this enough to be able to do it. And so this is definitely a lifestyle change, and you can use that power in a lot of good ways to help people, but recognize you have that power. Because if you don't recognize you have that power, you're bound to lose that power and not know what's going on. All right, enough of this one. We're going to talk again next time soon. Until next time, have a great day, everyone, and battle on.